Épale. Pero Jorge, ¿cómo está? Ya va, ya va. Mira, te escucho muy bajito, ya va. No sé qué pasó ahí. ¿Aló?
Aló.
Ajá. Habla.
Espérate que...
Te tenés el micrófono muy bajito porque te escucho y tengo más del 120%. No sé.
¿Y ahora?
Un poquito más, pero... No sé si... Épale, Gabriel, ¿cómo está? Ya va,
Tenemos una propuesta.
Ajá.
Era chat.
Ya, déjame quitarle el generador a este avión porque ya hace mucho ruido y el APU, ya. Esto aquí. Afuera. Háblame. Verga, y eso que te escucho tan bajito. Ya va, déjame ver qué pasó con el audio aquí en
No,
Discord.
eres tú.
Soy yo, ¿no? Déjame ver. El audio en Discord. Voice and video. Auto volume. Verga, ¿qué le pasaría a mí? Ah, yo sé, creo que sé por qué. Aparte de eso, lo tengo en volume mixer. Pero seguro que tengo el Discord en cero. Ahora habla. Jorge, ¿hablas tú?
Aló.
Ok, a ti sí te escucho bien. Ahora Gabriel le escucho muy bajito, pero lejos.
Bueno, Richard, te lo digo yo. Gabriel, se lo digo yo.
Estoy en stream, ¿o yo?
Muy bien, mira, Richard.
Sí,
No.
ya, yo te tengo en... A ver, ahora sí. Ajá,
¿Es mejor?
ajá, ahora sí.
Ah, ok.
Richard, mira, tú no has escuchado... Ya.
Dale, comienza tu internet.
Richard, tú no has escuchado el nombre de David Maldonado,
Creo que sí.
famoso creador de escenarios para FJS737.
De hecho, estoy volando en uno de esos escenarios, en Margarita, ¿no? Que creo
Sí.
Margarita, un poco de escenario.
Pero, ¿qué estás volando en FSX?
No, pero en creo que es un convertido de Maldonado. No conversión.
Bueno, lo que estamos a decir tiene que ver más o menos con eso.
Ajá.
Okay. David Maldonado, Gabriel y yo creamos una compañía de escenario
Ajá.
y necesitamos un beta tester más. Y creemos que tú eres el indicado para ese trabajo.
Ok, beta tester, pero ¿para qué plataforma?
Para
Explain 11.
O sea, es
Ok,
compañía de escenarios, pero para Explain.
Ok,
Ok.
entonces ahorita yo te lo desarrollo. Esto se basa en lo siguiente. Vemos que hay una preocupación que tenemos nosotros como equipo de que hay demasiados escenarios de David, que es nuestro asociado, los tres tenemos partes iguales, rodando en el mercado gratis, que es lo que nosotros nos propusimos, en base a los modelos originales del Flyjsim X.
Ya, ok, mejor hablamos, déjeme hacer el stream y me asomo más tarde al Discord de Rutaca, porque no creo que deberíamos hablar de esto en directo, ¿no?
Déjame invitarte al Discord de DGC.
Dale, invítame ahí y ahorita, porque estoy a punto de comenzar, bueno, estoy en YouTube, pero,
Dale.
pero ahorita estoy por comenzar el stream.
Okay.
Gabriel, salte que está en stream.
Dale, está bien.
No,
Vámonos a...
Ok, bueno, hablamos hablamos un poquito más tarde.
Dale, Richard, cuídate.
Dale, pues.
QNH adjusted.
Hold on, guys. Just having some technical issues here. I will be just give me a minute. Let me see what's happening here with my joystick. Why would my joystick show up now? Oh, this is so annoying. There we go. That's good. Hello one and all, welcome to the stream. Bienvenido a bordo. Bienvenido al stream. We are in Mike, no, we're not in Maiquetía. We're in Margarita, Por la Mar, SVMG. And we're off for a short flight over to Trinidad, Piaco, Trinidad. Piaco, Trinidad is the southernmost point island in the Caribbean. The chain of the windward, I should say, the eastern Caribbean, I should say. And we are in Margarita, Venezuela, a Caribbean island off the coast of Venezuela, Venezuela territory. And we are in the venerable Flyjsim, and maybe I have the music, it's a little bit loud. Let's turn this down, guys. I have this 76%. Yep, and we are in the venerable Flyjsim 737-200. I have filed a flight on VATSIM, and I see there's some ATC, not for takeoff, but we do have some ATC for our arrival in Piaco, Trinidad. Hopefully, if we can get off in time, we should be able to catch them at our destination. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Don't hesitate, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to say hello in the chat. You know, ask us any questions, ask me any questions. You know, I'm an open book. Keep me company. And welcome aboard, guys. Right, let me just see if I can get my... it's been a little while since I last streamed. And quite some time since I last streamed. And especially quite some time since I last streamed on Facebook. On YouTube, sorry. As you know, a lot of you guys may know that I'm usually on Twitch. That hasn't changed. That will not change. I will be doing my Twitch streaming. It's just like just starting, but you know, I'm also going to be trying to up my presence here, or at least we're going to be trying to up our presence here a little bit more on our YouTube channel, making a little bit more content. Give our YouTube guys some love. As I said, and I really do hope that you guys do enjoy the stream today. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight, hit that subscribe button. Just give me a few minutes here. I'm just doing some background stuff here just before we get off the ground. At least before we get our flight planning underway. Well, speaking of flight planning, we've done most of that behind the scenes, and we should get going in any minute. Just let me let's create a post here. And yeah, this is going to be a real world flight it's well, real world before COVID. It's a flight that's usually, it's a flight that I've taken a lot in real life. And it's, up until last year, it was still operated by this aircraft as well, the 737-200. And admittedly, this actual aircraft has been, I think probably the 737 that the single 737 that I've flown on the most. This particular Boeing 7300 Yankee Victor 380 Tango, and it's still in operation, albeit not to Trinidad anymore because of our closed borders due to COVID. I do need it's been some time since I've flown this aircraft, so I may need to do some configuration here. I always fly with the FMC. Also, we do also do some. I do fly VOR to VOR. We probably do this on this flight, but you know, the FMC assisted, you know, is always pretty helpful as well. I don't know why we keep getting disconnected from X-Pilot. It's annoying. I really do need to transition over back to Swift. X-Pilot is definitely such a spoil sport. Let me just see if I can share this stream. And just a minute. Where is my FMS? You know, I updated this aircraft, and all of my where is it? Oh, here we go. Nav system, no nav options, FMS, that's what we want. I reinstalled my Flyjsim 737, so everything defaulted. I do hope I have my custom checklist. I think I did update those. Okay, that's probably the most important thing for me right on this aircraft right now, is the checklists. This is our custom checklist. It's actually a checklist that's a SOP that myself and a good buddy of mine who I fly shared cockpit, his name is Luis, and he helped me do this checklist. Actually, he did this checklist, you know, for shared cockpit operations. And let's call up our route here. It's core route list, and it's SVMG. Oh no, what did I do? Index, no. Oh my goodness, you can tell it's a while since I've actually flown this aircraft. Route menu, core route list, and SVMG. Oh my god, oh, I didn't, no wonder. I did not downlink this route into the, although it's not really necessary. Actually, I would need some of the information from the briefing. So everything's in there now. Let's try this one again. I have to hit route menu again, core route list. You know, I think it's the SVMG TTPP01. Yep, I ignore that. And it's direct SNAP, and it's going to be departing runway 09er, and it's going to be the SNAP 1 departure. Although we're not going to really be flying this in the FMS. Here we go. This is my biggest peeve. Oh my god, this is, I think I have to delete the discontinuity. That's what I need to do. Delay, I need to try to delay. We go direct, SNAP, SNAP, yeah, Alpha 552 mid-gear. I think I need to give that one mid-gear. That's going to be our route. Mid-gear. Oh my goodness, this is such a pain in the ass. I think I'm going to have to do this. Okay, we'll get back to that one. It's not that important. It's going to be pretty much a short flight at 23,000 feet, and it's going to be VOR to VOR. So we'd get a sky vector up, and we'd do a SID. It's gonna be a raw data SID, raw data SID, or however you like to say it. Raw data SID out of Margarita here. So we just go into briefings, SVMG TTPP. Let's load up our aircraft first with passengers and fuel. Our dispatch briefing says zero fuel weight of 36.8 and 69 passengers on board on this flight today. Weigh and balance, this is what we wanted. Weigh and balance, what's our current zero fuel weight? 36.8. We're gonna have to get some, yeah, it's asking me for it. After a while it just decides to close its passenger doors, right? Oh, come on, open it. Oh no, I think I opened the air stairs and not the door. Okay, and 36.8. We're gonna keep that CG around the 22 to 25%. 36.8, 37, just about 400 kilos, I guess. This is one of the most annoying parts of this aircraft. 36.8, and the fuel we need 4.7 tons. I'm gonna just load a little bit more than that. I'm gonna go fuel. It's got 8 tons. No, I'm gonna put 5 tons of fuel just in case we need to come back. I think SimBrief actually gave us a different alternate that we really want to use. Niner Yankee, how are you doing, man? How are you doing? Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Good to see you. And yeah, so it's gonna be yeah, we're gonna do 5.8 tons. You know, this aircraft is not very fuel efficient in the scheme of things, but I think it's quite fuel efficient. You know, the fact that we only need about 4 tons of fuel over but then I guess with the same amount of fuel that you'd probably need on the 737-800, the 737-800 could haul maybe twice as many passengers. So yeah, so I guess in that respect, in regard, it's not that much of an efficient aircraft. Thank you, man. Thank you. Same to you, man. How's the streaming been going? I've seen you've been streaming. I've been able to tune in once in a while, but you know, I haven't been able to tune into all of your streams. The streaming on Twitch has also had me a bit on the back end of the clock a lot of the times, and you know, and with my current sort of work work obligations. It's been a little bit difficult. Yeah, the 737-200, if it's one thing, the sounds are superb. You know, I think, you know, with the GT8D engines that this aircraft has, you know, in a lot of ways, it's the same engines that, you know, you would find, or it is practically the same engines that you'd find on the MD-80/DC9 or the DC9 series. And in real life, they sound almost identical. You know, the 737-200 and the DC9/Mad Dog, depending on the variants. The engines, are you gonna, what event are you talking about? Is an event where in Piaco? I see Piaco Center is up. Is that for an event? Juan Carlos, épale, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido a bordo. Yeah, I mean, what I was actually getting, the point I was actually getting to, Niner Yankee, the sounds on this aircraft, they've actually gotten the sound on this aircraft so good compared to like the Mad Dog. I've never flown a rendition of the Mad Dog in flight simulation that had good sounds, and so far in all my years of flying flight sim, no Mad Dog up to this day has ever had a good sound pack. I mean, not even this sounds more like a Mad Dog than the Mad Dog does. So I mean, and it sounds a lot like the 737, obviously. Oh, from Piaco. Oh, that's even. No wonder it's all lit up. Oh, I should have. It's a bit of an odd time to have the event, though. It's a bit of an odd time, midweek. All right, so yeah, well, I'll be in time for the event. I'm going in, and I'll be going into Piaco, and I'm back out again. Hopefully, if everything goes well. Épale, Airplane, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido a bordo. Yeah, I mean, I've never found the sounds on any Mad Dog to be very good at all. And you know, they've either, I mean, but when you hear this plane spool up, it's amazing. I mean, and in real life, you know, I've flown on this particular aircraft quite a lot, you know, and you know, and funnily enough, even in the cabin, it's quieter than even the newer 737s. So you know, that's one thing to ponder. You know, especially if you're sitting in the middle. I guess at the back here, when the power gets going, it's quite the opposite. But it's abandoné Twitch. No, bueno, Airplane, tuve unos problemitas con el procesador. Ahí aún sigo teniendo los problemitas en cuanto tengo un percancecito ahí con la temperatura que no me cuadra, ¿no? Entonces no volé, además tuve unos problemitas con el mouse y bueno, no tuve muchas ganas de volar en las últimas 2 semanas, entonces he abandonado el streaming por lo mayor. Y claro, estoy pensando medio abandonar Twitch, porque Twitch no me está rindiendo mucho en estos días. No vale la pena el crecimiento, no vale, y claro, como no sé, entonces no creo que dejaré a Twitch por lo general, pero voy a estar haciendo más directos en estas plataformas, otras plataformas aparte de Twitch, aquí en YouTube y tanto como en Facebook. Tiene mejores oportunidades para el crecimiento. People have been telling me that I haven't been streaming on Twitch, and you know, I've just been saying I haven't been streaming much at all in general. Over the last month, it's been terrible for me. I've streamed probably less than 10 times, and you know, where I used to stream 4 days a week, you know, that's quite, you know, I started the year. La temperatura del CPU, correcto. Las temperaturas del CPU lo tengo por las nubes. Claro, está como en 60 grados, pero para el... Antes tenía, no sé qué le pasa a la computadora. Y yo le reapliqué la pasta térmica, entonces no sé qué pasó. La grasa térmica, entonces no sé. No sé qué decirte. No sé si tengo que resetear el BIOS o qué. Yeah, so we got a bit sidetracked here, as we usually do. So yeah, Niner Yankee has just been telling us that there's an event in Piaco today. I heard of the event out of Miami. I see them up. I found it a bit odd that they'd be up at this hour of the day. There are quite a few flights. In fact, you know, speaking of which, if that's the case, we ought to get going pretty. Well, there aren't that many flights. I'm looking at VATSPY. There aren't that many flights. This Piarco Tower. Anyway, let's not talk too much. Let's get in and out before the place gets too crowded. It's a single runway airport we're going to anyway, as are most airports in the region. Okay, 7.2 payload. Okay, so we've got a payload. We've got our fuel. Let's get our. We can do a flaps 2 takeoff as we usually do on the 737-200. Our favorite takeoff config. We'll set the bugs, and we'll set our trim. We have V1, 128, 129, 135. We climb out at 155. Flaps up 190, and we're gonna have 210 flaps up clean speed, or at least flaps up maneuvering speed up 210. That seems pretty reasonable. Straight up to level 230. Vamos directo a 23.000 pies, 23.000 pies. De hecho, hay un evento en Piarco, en el aeropuerto de Piarco. Supuestamente hay un evento desde Miami a Piarco. Es por eso que vemos ahí control aéreo en Piarco. No sé qué qué le pasa a mi truck allá. Yeah, the timing is kind of weird, and plus it's like a 4-hour. You know, it's quite. I don't know. Is it a VA event or something like that? What event is it? You can see my volumetric clouds causing a bit of artifacting or glitching there with the graphics. You know, let me see if I could. You know, you guys will see that I'm wearing a hat these days because my truck my truck clip pro is gone, so I have to wear the clip that actually has to be attached to a hat. So I'm not wearing it for fashion. I'm just wearing it because I have to. Because the clip has to be attached to the hat, and it's not the greatest precision. Landing altitude, I think, is about 30 feet in Trinidad. Yeah, 30 feet in Trinidad. And we are gonna go. We have position, and the strobe lights are. Our position lights are on. Yeah, I mean Miami. Yeah, it's a bit of a, I don't know what to make of it. It's you know, it takes about 4 hours to get to Trinidad from Miami, so literally 3.5 to 4 hours. So, well, I'm not complaining. I'm really happy that there is an event in Piarco. So, you know, why am I to look a gift horse in the mouth? And in fact, it's Wednesday, and I just randomly decided to fly, and you know, I think I'm counting my lucky stars. The plane hasn't crashed yet, hasn't crashed the desktop yet. I've been having some CTDs with the 737-200. If it does crash, we're gonna fly another aircraft. You know, so let's hope not. Let's hope it doesn't crash. Usually it would have gone crash the desktop by now. I did remove the XT cast, which seems to. Yeah. What you mean? Is that the Facebook page? Let me see. Yeah, let me see what the VATCAR page says. VATCAR. Piarco VATCAR, FIR by VATCAR. Why did I post this thing twice? My goodness, I didn't mean to do that. I'll delete that post. Oh. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know why I posted my thing twice. The Trinidadian flying, okay, March 10th, Miami to Piarco. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm seeing it now. Okay, let me just edit my post then, and I'll share this again to the VATCAR. And I'm definitely not going out of Miami though. Definitely not. At least maybe we can go on to Barbados and back out of here, so at least we can fly a bit more in the airspace. Let's see how, let's not promise too much. let me just get this, let me just share this post just before. Uh, as yeah, so okay, I'll share that in there. Hopefully, it will be nice. Well, so I see four aircraft on the ground. At least we'll get. Hopefully, we get the cover. And where are you flying from, Niner Yankee? Where are you gonna fly from? What flight are you gonna do? Carta de Venezuela. Vamos a hacer darle la salida aquí de Margarita. You know, sometimes it's a little bit difficult because I do have a bit of a Spanish-speaking audience, so I always seem to have to please everybody. So sometimes I find myself going from English to Spanish without much warning. So I'm just letting you guys know. SVMG SIDS, we're flying out of. This is SID out of Margarita. We're gonna fly the SNAP SID. Salida normalizada SNAP rumbo 092, that's course 092 or heading 092, passing 900. We're gonna turn right heading 124, and we're gonna tune VOR MTA Margarita VOR Mike Tango Alpha, and that's 1141. So the first thing we need is 14.1 14.1, and let's do that now. Actually, no, I need to tune it on this side. 114. 1141. Okay, 1141, and we need radial 124. And tune course 124. And course 124, heading 092 out of here. So basically wings level. Runway departure, roughly 092. We don't have to fly exactly 092. It's just runway heading 092 because we're going to go fly directors to go around on this aircraft. That's equivalent of the heading select departure. Although we can't fly heading select off unfortunately we can't. We could fly heading select with the go around, but with the go around, or we can actually put this in heading mode. We should do go heading mode. 092. No, I'm just gonna go around. Runway heading, wings level, 900, passing 900 to 1,000 feet. I'm gonna turn right. I'm gonna turn right to intercept radial 124, and we're gonna go direct SNAP. And that said, I'm gonna reprogram the FMS, and I think if we go back to our briefings, and which is the flight number. This is the one that we want, and it's SNAP 1, but we're not gonna fly it in the FMS though. We're just gonna so it's SVMG, SMG, and TTPP, and it's direct SNAP. And it's Alpha 552 to McGear, and that's basically it. We're going to fly the Alpha 552 airway to McGear. Departure and approach. Okay. Oh, you're not going to stream the whole thing? Yeah, it is a long. I mean, I personally don't like these long streams of just being in cruise for such a long time. I mean, you know, if I can do more takeoffs and landings, you know, that's the type of stream that I like. I like, you know, 30-minute to 1 hour, 45-minute flights. 1 hour flights, 1 hour and 30 minutes max. You know, 1 hour, 20 minutes. That's a long haul for me of a stream. You know, Sometimes I try to get like two, I mean, one takeoff, one landing, or two takeoffs, two landings on the stream, or 3-sector stream. That's like, you know, the better streams for me. But I can't promise that much today. But I definitely, if everything goes well, we go out to Piarco and come back down to Margarita. Or maybe we go up to Barbados, go up to Grantley Adams, do a repositioning, a repatriation flight over to Barbados and back. Let's see how it goes. And then do a round robin right back down to Margarita. Anyway, I'm promising too much. I'm talking too much. We're not getting anywhere. So legs, back to our legs page. It's direct. We're gonna go direct SNAP. And departing ramp. I'm not. Oh, what's happening? Oh my goodness. Alright, okay. That's so gonna go departing runway 09er. There's no need for that, right? So legs direct, present position direct SNAP. And we're just gonna go direct SNAP once we get onto the airway. So as we said. It's going to be raw data for the departure. It's SVMG Salidas, SVMG. So it's just a chart that we're going to really pay attention to for takeoff, the SID. And it's, yeah, so it's, I did obviously talk about me fucking it up. SVMG SIDS. Okay, right. So heading 09 and heading 124. Heading 124 or it's gonna be turn right and we're gonna intercept 124. SNAP. SNAP is 44 miles away. So EPR for takeoff is 210. We're not very heavy. I'm gonna use EPR 205. Much reduced thrust takeoff. And that's basically it. We're gonna do an exterior walk around of the aircraft, an exterior inspection. Have we done the exterior inspection? So let's get out and do our exterior inspection of this jet, this fine aircraft. It's actually made for this walk around sequence is actually made for the air stairs. We're gonna have to look at the front pitot tubes, left and right pitos, have a check of the nose gear. Yeah, okay, makes no sense doing the whole work. Yeah, you really, I mean, I do admire those people who can do long haul streams. Keep the hype for 7 hours, but 7-8 hours, I'm definitely not one of them. I don't see myself being there either. You know, never say never, I guess. Have a look at the wingtip here. Look at the trailing edge. Make sure that we have the hot section. Might as well start moving, get rid of the ground handling. That's the AP inlet on the 737-200. Gets quite loud in the back here, guys. I'm gonna have to be shouting if I really get up there. Let's get out from under the tail. they locked us out, man. Open that door again. Have to open back that door. I think if I'm gonna do the walk around, I need to use the air stairs. There we go. All right. And we're gonna need to close the stairs. I mean, this is usually the flight attendant's job, but you know, I think we're working with reduced staff today, so we're gonna get back into the cockpit here and start her up. All right, so we can run through. You know, since we've doing all the jobs in Wolf, pilot, flight attendant, co-pilot. You know, they don't pay us enough for this. They certainly don't pay us enough. We'll do a pre-flight checklist. So battery switch. Our battery switch is on. Emergency exit lights are armed. Position lights, we have position on. APU is on. APU gen, we are on bus. Yaw dampers are not on, but they're on now. Galley power and cabin utilities are on. Window heat is, I haven't done one ass. I didn't do one thing at all. Window heat is on. And APU bleed is not on either. Oh my God, I haven't done anything at all. It's been talking shite. I have my left back off as well. No AC in the plane. Now we have it on. Pressurization panel, we have flight level 230, landing altitude set. We have it on ground. Flight director is go around, and parking brake is set. Fuel, we have 5, 6, 6.5, 6.5, 65, 6,500 in each tank. That should give us about 14, how much is that? 2.6500 pounds, and that's 2.2 pounds. That's just about 7,000 kilos. 65 and 65 is 13. We have about 6,000 kilos, 5,500 kilos on this aircraft today. Yeah, that's about right. More than we need, but we're not heavy. You know, we don't have any performance penalties. So just in case, you know, it's always good to tanker. Maybe we won't have to fill up too much back when we get down to Trinidad as well. We have a shorter turnaround. We are in Venezuela, so fuel is cheap over here. So even when I fly this flight in real life, when I've flown this flight, a lot of the times you hear the captain. I mean, it's a small airport, and then the captain. And you hear the captain talking to the dispatcher right at the check-in counter, and the captain says, "Yeah, make sure that it's fueled up for the return flight." So they, as far as I know, this plane fuels up for the return flight. It tankers fuel to Trinidad and back, which is pretty impressive. You know, I guess it goes to show that, you know, it's far more worth their while to fuel up on Venezuelan soil than it is in Trinidad. And ATIS and ATC clearance is obtained. We are squawking 2000 transponder. We are standby. Flight instruments.
QNH adjusted.
We have QNH 1014 and 60 feet. Heading is 360 and cross-checked. QNH 1014 cross-checked. Do we have the same thing on the standby? We do not. Let's do that here as well. 1014 29994. And crew briefing complete, pre-flight checklist complete, and we can start by closing up everything. Yeah, everything is closed, and we'll go at the anti-collision light. We'll pre-plan our pushback. A better pushback is start pushback. Right?
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tau is driving up.
Right, I'll come and see. Well, you're flying from Miami anyway, so we probably won't see each other in the stream anyway. So Have a good flight. I'll most likely you'll be streaming when I'm finished, so I'll come and see if I could check out your stream. And if anybody does, do check out Niner Yankee stream. If anyone's tuned in, Niner Yankee stream is also a streamer from Trinidad, from where I live, and he does. If you like Microsoft Flight Simulator, he also does Microsoft Flight Simulator content. I do not. I'm fully explain. He also does quite a bit of explain content, but do check him out though. And he's a good streamer. And pre-flight checklist complete. We're gonna go before start checklist. No smoking signs are on, fasten seatbelt signs are on, anti-collision light is on, doors closed and locked.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Let's go below the line, and below the line, fuel pumps are on, packs are off. Anti-collision light is on and engines are ready to start. We're gonna start 1 then 2 as it's Wednesday. We're gonna start with the odd numbered engine. Ground handling and yeah, we're just about ready to start up here, guys.
Now connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake.
Release parking brake. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
There she goes, yellow bird. The yellow canary, or the turpial, like they say it in Spanish. This is the national bird of, and in case you guys are wondering, there's a bird called the turpial, and I think in Trinidad it's called the kiskadi. The turpial is the national bird of Venezuela. It's yellow and black. There's an airline called Turpial, but this aircraft is also yellow and black, so and I think it represents the Turpial, that bird as well. It makes reference to that bird, at least in its livery. It's also that it has a picture of that yellow bird. I think in Trinidad it's called the kiskadi. I think it's a kiskadi. I might be wrong. It sings a lot, yeah. So the Turpial has and the kiskadi does have that, you know, is one of those singy birds, little singy small birds. And we're gonna go start at the ground, engine to ground, starting 1. And low oil pressure, N2 rising. There's the N2 rising right here. 20%. There we go. Oh, I've missed you, 737-200.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, it's starter cut out, and we're gonna go starter ground. We have start valve open, and N2 slowly rising. Okay, there we have 20%. There we go, you can hear those combustors just go boom. Like a burner, this goes boom. You also hear when on the Mad Dog it goes boom. It's just as if, you know, when you like light that match in front of a burner.
Tow is disconnected and bypass beam has been removed. And signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Have a safe flight. How cliched, right? And we're gonna go this and the flaps too. and that's good there. So we have before taxi checklist. We have generators are on. APU is winding down. Pitot heat is on. Anti-ice is not required, it's off. Hydraulic panel is set. Start switches, low ignition. Pressurization, we have packs on. We have flight, and we have auto. We have recall checked. Flaps 2 and green lights set. Flight controls are checked. Stab trim is set. Radar is not required, it's off. Ground equipment is removed. And before taxi checklist complete. Just turn the volume down on the aircraft just a tiny bit, just in case it's maybe a bit overpowering. It sounds good, not what hard to one this morning. Just turn the X-plane volume down a bit. Yeah, X-plane's a little bit too loud. That's a bit better. And okay, so we're ready to taxi, guys, and let's get rolling. Hope my controls are not wonky today. I hope no surprises.
QNH adjusted.
We've had another QNH, we've had another temperature change, not QNH, condition change, let me see. Make sure that our weather hasn't changed too drastically. We have 94 at 10 knots, QNH 1013 and 29901, 1013, 29901. Alright, let's go. And we're going to do a quick config check, and we're good there. Very twitchy nose gear there, very sensitive. Not a fan of it. It's the only thing I don't like about this aircraft is the nose gear taxi. The nose gear is a bit sensitive. You see that it makes small changes and it just like twitches from left to right. This is actually not this is a runway. This is a secondary runway. It's actually a taxiway, but it's also a runway when they're servicing the main runway. They use this as a runway. It happens every few years when they have to resurface like the main runway or do any kind of works on the main runway. They use this little taxiway here, which inner taxi. I think it's Alpha. I really should have the taxi charts out. It's a very simple airport, there's really much to memorize once you've been here once, you know. Typical sort of Caribbean airport. Or I should say typical single runway airport. Getting some maybe it may not have been a good idea to use a volumetric cloud. It's a volumetric cloud that's causing us a bit of grief here today in terms of giving us that sticky performance. We are getting like 48 frames per second, 48 to 55, but it's jumping 5 to 7 frames, so you know it's not very smooth. Got a bit of a display threshold as well. I'm wondering if there's a new update to the enhanced cloudscapes presets. Or is there an update generally to the enhanced cloudscapes? Hope we don't get that terrible performance when we're coming in for landing. Okay, let's slow us down just a little bit here. Let's go to transponder now. Transponder is now, is it? Transponder is Tara. Let's line her up. Give it some thrust, give it some juice here. Alrighty, and we're gonna go before takeoff checklist, flaps 2 green lights is set, trim is set, transponder is Tara, before takeoff checklist complete, packs are staying on for takeoff. And let's go. Setting thrust. Takeoff thrust is set.
Knots.
Check.
E1. Rotate.
You're up. You can tell how light we are. Acceleration is immense on this. 90% N1, 1,000 feet. Pops up. We're gonna turn to the IMC right here, so I'm gonna go autopilot on, heading select, and go IS. And as we're gonna hit VOR lock as we're just about to hit the lock. Right, and we are direct on course. We are right on the airway. We're on course 124. We can accelerate her to 250 knots. Little by little. I'll notice it drop all the way. Five zero is good right there. And we're gonna go direct. S-snap and GPS nav right there. We're direct to our first waypoint. Okay, after takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist, landing is up and off, flaps up, no lights, packs are on. After takeoff checklist complete, we're accelerating 250 knots, passing 9,400 feet. We have 90% N1. And we have 10,000. We'll go 280 knots, 1013 to 9902. 1013 to 9902, 1013 to 9902. We can go for a climb check. Climb check. Altimeters are standard, exterior lights are off, and we can go as fast as seatbelt signs off as well. And after takeoff check is complete. I wonder if we're gonna get above these clouds here. Probably gonna be flying in the thick of it for most of it until the top of the descent. So Megir, we have legs. We look at our legs page. We didn't do cruise altitude. Is level 230. And we can tune into Piaco and we can monitor Piaco. Let's monitor Piaco. Center. There we go. Oh, it suddenly got nice and clear. It's great for our frames, and it's great for the sightseeing. It's the northern coast of Venezuela. This route is usually a very scenic route, you know, in my experience. And we're probably gonna Megir, and we're gonna go departing, arriving. We're gonna arrive ILS-10 via, not via Curry. I'm not gonna go Curry. Megir, and most likely direct Shark. And Shark at 4,100 feet. So out of 230, we need to do some descent planning here. It's going to be really short flight. So out of 230, we need to Shark usually at 4,100 feet. So 230 minus 41. We divide that by 10. We multiply by 3. We add 5 miles to slow down. So we need 62 miles from Megir, and basically from Shark. So 16 plus 82. So 62 minus 16. So we need to start descending 56 miles from Shark. Sorry, 56 miles from Megir. We're still direct S-snap, and we are 13 miles from S-snap, and we should we turn left along the airways. That should take us over to Piaco. passing 18,000 feet. Just doing about 280 knots. Probably need about 1.6 on the cruise set for a cruise setting. 1.6. Deeper of 1.6 for cruise.
Delta 1867 runway 07 via Alpha backtrack.
You can turn off the flight director as well. Now the ortho, we probably need to do over this ortho here for this part of the country. I'm not too sure. I don't know if I might have done zoom level 16. I think I might have done zoom level 16 ortho for here. Maybe need to up the ortho. And I haven't done the ortho size reduction at all for most of Venezuela. I only did it for Caracas. Okay, so we are heading on the Alpha 552 now. We just joining the Alpha 552 on this direct McGear. 56 miles. At 56 miles, we should begin to McGear. We should begin our descent. You know, considering that we're less than 30 miles to go before we start heading down, we start getting our nav stuff in for it's 1097 into Piaco. 1097. Keep that on this side. We also keep that on this side, and we're going to go 105, course 105. So the course is not far off from our heading.
Clears Delta 1867 to Atlanta, Georgia via Elopo, flight plan route, flying flight level 360 after departure. Delta 1867, clearance is correct, advice fully ready for departure.
Yeah, we're just about to hit just about 1,000 feet to go, less than 800 feet to go.
2462, taxi holding point, runway 07 via Alpha. Hold at the holding point. Yes, it was, sir. Delta 1867
so we are
07 clear takeoff, surface wind
cruise altitude, and we're just gonna bring back our thrust. It's about 160. We're gonna 4,100 feet. It's about 10 miles to go to touchdown. More than likely, it's gonna be the ILS 10 into Piaco. So let's brief that approach. TTPP all 2191. And we want 264, I think 264. We have minimums of 260, 264. That should be about right for the minimums right there. 61 miles to go. We're gonna auto brake to medium.
American 2462, copy, ETC clear.
go IS.
Delta 1867, roger, airborne time 32, cleared on course, climb flight level 360.
So what's our ground speed? Our ground speed is ground speed is 363.98. It's about 2,000 feet per minute. So it's under 2,000 feet per minute. And we let him know once we're at McGear.
I told you, hold it point Alpha. Air Control clears American 2462 to Miami via Alpha November uniform, direct local, climb flight level 340 after
It's 2,000 feet. We have 51 miles. 51 and 16, 66 miles to Shark. 66 by 3, 66 times 3 is 19. Maybe we're just running this a little bit quickly. Yeah, it's about that. Should be fine.
American 2462, that's flying flight level 340 after departure. American 2462, clearance correct. Enter backtrack, runway 07, report fully ready.
Okay, so we're gonna go descent checklist. Let's get our speeds as well. So it's gonna be landing flaps 30. Final speed is 126. We're gonna add 5 knots to that, so we're gonna go 130 is good. It's 130, 150. 130 should be 145. Flaps 15 speed. VRF plus 15 and flaps 119. And yeah, that's good. Minimums are set, and we're gonna go descent checklist. Descent checklist is pressurization. Landing altitude is set. Recall is checked. Auto brake medium set. Landing data we have VRF 130 flaps 30. Landing data minimums at 265. Approach briefing complete. Descent checklist complete. We have 38 for 40, so 1656. 56 times 3 is equal to 16. We're a little bit below the profile. Take it easy on the descent there. To be at McGear at what altitude we expect at McGear? 8,000 feet? Yeah, a little bit below the profile, yeah, so give it 1,500 feet per minute is good. On Pianco Center, good afternoon. Rutaka 210 out of level 170, descending direct McGear for 32 miles from McGear.
Rutaka 210, Piarco, good day. Reset transponder 3105.
3105.
Negative.
Okay, and
Rotaka 210, radar contact. Are you able to direct shark for the ILS 10?
okay, firm, we could go direct shark.
Rotaka 210, roger. Descend across shark 4100, expect ILS runway 10, local QNH 1011.
Roger. Direct shark cross at 4,100. Copy 1011. Rutaka 210.
Correct.
We're going to be sending on 1011. 1011. Okay. Okay, 40 miles to go, 40 miles to go. Okay, we're perfectly right on profile. Bell 350. Carson, how you doing, man? Aviador, buenas, ¿cómo estás? Saludos, gracias, aviador. Ya estamos en descenso a Puerto España. Estamos pasando Wiria, o acabamos de pasar por Wiria. Eso es Wiria por allá, este es Wiria. Y ya vamos directo a Shark. 33 millas al punto de Shark. 1097, we have direct Shark. $12,000, 30 miles. Of 30 miles to Shark, we should cross that at 4,100 feet. We actually have 8,000 feet to lose, and we're still 30 miles to Shark. So we could, that should give us some time really to slow down. We are at idle thrust. 12,000 feet, 11,000 feet, I'm gonna give us 240 knots. So we are IS. Should level us off just for a minute, and that should give us just enough time to slow down. And we are 1097. We just need to change our final approach course 105. Once we are 26 miles to go, 26 times 3, 78, 7,800 feet to lose. And we're now 240 knots. Okay, we're good. Oh, those disgusting little clouds. I hate
American
these clouds.
2462, airborne time 40. Time flight level 340.
Not bad, Carson. Not bad. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. And we have these little clouds that are awful on their frames. I don't know why. I hate these clouds. Anytime they show up, you know it. We're in for it. Our frames are down the toilet. Let's not look at them too much. 22 miles to Shark. 22 times 3 is 6,600 feet to lose. Yeah, we're good. We're right on the money. But we need to have 275. Ground speed is 275. So we need about we need a bit more. Give it a little bit of speed brake right here. About 12 to 1,300 feet per minute. Just a touch. Yeah. So we stay on the profile. Miles ago. We can see the western coast of Trinidad. Just coming up on the western coast there. 17 miles to go. 17 times 3 is 51. 5,100 feet to lose. We're 9,700. We're good. We are idle thrust. And we have 260 ground speed. 13 and 13 is 26. We need about 1,300 feet per minute. We need to expedite. And landing EPR, which should be about 135. Let's get set up, landing EPR.
Delta 1867, roger, no further services available. Monitor Unicom 122-08, so long.
(13.3 to 39). Yeah, we're a little bit high. We're a little bit high. Let's open that. We're getting a little bit high since start. We can actually see the runway. It's basically a straight in arrival. So we're just gonna hold our heading. Just gonna hold a heading. I'm gonna go heading select, and course 1 and GPS nav off. Course 105, and we are 109.72. We are below the glide path anyway. We have a glide path, so we're good. But we've been asked to cross that shark at 4,100. 6,100 feet, so we have 2,000 feet to lose, and we are 20, how many miles from shark? We're 8 miles from shark. 3 8 to 24, we are perfect. I'm gonna go inboards on. Start switches, low ignition, and approach checklist is altimeter is a QNH is 1011, exterior lights are on, passenger signs are coming on, and approach checklist complete. Okay, just about to hit 4,100 feet. Let's slow us down to. We are just about 5 miles to shark. And we're just 300 feet above. We're going to slow us down to flaps up speed. And Rutaka 2104 miles to shark, 4,600 for 4,100 feet.
Rutaka 210, roger, clear straight in ILS approach, runway 10, call established.
Alright, clear ILS approach, runway 10, we'll call you established. Give us a slightly better heading. At 1.2 EPR. The localizer is coming in there. Light, so probably 1.170 per is fine. We can go VR lock. We're gonna VR lock, and we have a localizer is captured. We're heading 4,100 feet. That's our same as our go around altitude, so we're good right there. We're gonna go auto approach. No flaps 1. Spoilers are armed. Flaps 5. per. 115 is good right there. 1.2 per. And we are glide slope path established. Rutaka 210 fully established, ILS 10.
Rutaka 210, roger, runway 10 clear to land, surface winds 110 degrees, 1 knots.
Clear to land, Rutaka 210. And okay, and 3,900 feet. Let's slow it down just a bit. All right, and we're gonna go 3,400 feet. We'll wait a little bit longer before we put the gear down. We're a bit fast. We're a bit fast. We're a bit fast. We're gonna go idle. We're gonna go idle. And we're already at flaps 5, so. So we have start switches, low ignition, and spoilers are armed. I'm gonna go gear down. I should
You know, because like when I was younger, I had a whole world ahead of me, and I was just, you know, anything seemed possible. So, like as you get older, obviously you become a little more cynical. But whenever I go,
So below one.
the nostalgia alone kind of like recharges my wonder and my belief that
Flaps
anything is
10.
possible.
Won't go flaps 15 just yet. Flaps 15. Okay, flaps 15. Flaps 25. Flaps 30. Down Eber. Okay, flaps 30 green light, landing checklist complete. Down Eber set. Have a bit of a crosswind.
Land 3649, you departed my airspace to the northwest and 1 offline. Radar service is terminated. Monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8. Have a good flight.
1,000.
We're getting a bit low there. A bit hot on the power there. Alright.
American 2462, rotor, no further services available. Monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8. So long.
Oh, crosswind, crosswind, crosswind. Doing a reverse? A bit of a long landing there.
Inside of June, I don't know what I'ma do. If it's true, well, my mind keep
Rotaka 210 on at time 52. Welcome to Port of Spain, Trinidad. Vacate Alpha 3. Just confirm north side or south side today?
North side gate 02.
Alrighty, so you can taxi Alpha 3 Alpha, Whiskey straight into gate 2.
Alpha 3 Alpha Whiskey gate 02 Rotaka 210, thank you.
Hold on.
I'ma need to know specifics about a whole year, every last minute. Travel is distance, unraveling an instant. I never swam this deep.
Bit of a floater there,
I'ma need to know.
but I think we got it done pretty smooth, considering that I haven't flown for a little while. I think the wind is a bit strong though.
Who's he to you? Me.
The wind kind of strong. Let's see what the wind is like. Yeah, because I floated the wind. We have 13 knots of wind. Yeah, kind of strong. So when we reduce, even if we reduce power just a little bit, you know, we still were going for a while.
Well, my mind keep whispering about you.
And
Play George Duke for you.
okay, the APU is coming on. We can turn on. Oh, we didn't even turn on our strobes today. And turn off these guys. Is the APU even winding up? There we go. We have Alpha, the Zulu, we got Whiskey. Whiskey is the next one. There's a Corsair at the gate. Big jet at the gate. Wonder where he's headed to.
Speedbird 17 Papa Alpha, good evening.
That's Big Speedbird. I wonder if he's going to Grantley Adams.
Speedbird 17 Papa Alpha, descend initially flight level 50. Are you able, present position direct keyboard for the RNAV 07?
Going into St. Lucia. No, to Antigua.
Speedbird 17 Papa Alpha, roger, descend across keyboard at 2,500 feet.
Thank you, 737 Sky, thank you. I haven't even been paying attention to the chat, sorry guys. And alright, well, I hate the nose wheel on this thing. Oh, nice smooth, turn her smoothly in. Okay, we're gonna get the APUs online. Oh, we didn't close. We didn't even do our after landing checklist. After landing checklist. Strobe lights are off. Pitot heat is. Okay, we'll take care of that once we get to the gate. Pitot heat is up. Flaps are up. Speed brakes retracted. APU is on, and we are on gen on buses. Pressurization, we haven't set that to ground. It's a 03. Gates is the first one out. Get a pressurization to ground as well. Pressurization is ground. No marshal, huh? Click on gate 03. And weather radar, we need to turn that off as well. We didn't turn that off before we start frying people on the ground. We don't have any marshal here. We're gonna. I bet the jetway doesn't work anyway. Parking brake is set, and we're gonna shut her down. We're on APU power, so we're good. And gonna turn the lights off. Anti-collision light is off.
Seabird 2157.
Okay, shutdown checklist signs are off, fuel pumps are off, hydraulic panel is set.
Keyboard for the RNAV.
Gonna turn these guys off. So pressurized hydraulic panel set. Transponder is we should be in standby.
Perfect.
Standby. Transponder is standby. Parking brake is set. Start levels are cut off. Anti-collision light is off. Shutdown checklist complete. But our jetway didn't work. It's all locked. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can do the replay. See if we can do the replay, and we'll shut her down. We're gonna do the return flight, so it's gonna be a turnaround flight, guys. So not to worry. We do the replay. I'm gonna do the replay, get the replay out of the way. A lot of the times I do the replay after the 2 flights, but you know, you never know if the sim crashes and we never get to do the replay. So that's. I know a lot of us want to see the replay. Let's do Alt R. Let's shift to again. Get the replay. I get the replay here going. Just give you guys a full replay screen as well. There we go. We could get better frames, guys, but I mean, it's looking a little bit jerky. I mean, it's not the smoothest. This is the price we have to pay. We're getting 40 frames per second, 40 FPS, but sort of price we pay when we have volumetric clouds. Let's see if we can rewind that even faster. Let's yeah, we did have a long land day. We landed past Alpha 1. Ideally, we should land right at this intersection. Well, should land at the 1,000-foot mark, but we landed well past Alpha 1 today. Alpha 1 intersection, or the Bravo 1 intersection. So we did float her out quite a bit. When in doubt, float it out. That's what they're saying. There we go. Oh. I didn't hold on. I think let's watch that one again. I think I should have just idled the power just more. This is where we began to float. Missing some touchdown smoke. You saw Rutac at Punta Cana? Yeah, they're flying to Punta Cana and Santo Domingo now. I've flown on this one quite a lot of times. She's beautiful. I love flying on it. I've flown on it about 6 or 7, actually 8 times. I've done like 4 sectors on this same flight on it. Let's see that crosswind there. And thanks for coming onto the stream, Sean, and welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. If you do like the stream, we're gonna try to see if we can get these streams a lot more regular. Look at that float. Look at that float. Oh, 13 knots of headwind. 13 knots of well, I don't know. 13 knots. What was it? 13. There we go. New York City based spotters, yeah, they are quite rare. They are quite rare. They have they're a legacy 737 operator. They have quite a few 737-200s, but I think they only have like one operational now, one 200 and one 300, and I think the rest of them are parked in their scrap yard. Well, they just harvest parts for them. Awesome. It's been a while since I've flown into New York City. And yeah, that's us off the runway. And we're gonna do a turnaround here at Margarita, and we're gonna head back down to Port of Spain, and we're gonna head back down to Por la Mar, Margarita. We'll just leave the taxi sequence here, and hopefully we should have an uneventful flight. We continue with the event. I think we still have Piarco Center up, and we should have ATC for departure as well. Let me just update that spy. We didn't store our spoilers. And I just see that Niner Yankee's live now. If you want to check out his stream, he's coming out of Miami for the event. Unfortunately, we're not going to stick around too much here at the event. We're just going to head back down to Venezuela and just do the reverse. Hopefully, we have some nice weather going into Margarita again, and we can maybe just do a visual approach into there as they usually do.
I try and I try, but I don't know why I cannot love you. We got this love into the summer, summer.
So guys, bear with me, and we will be back with you, and we'll be heading back out to Por la Mar, Margarita, and as Rutaka 211.
Most of my niggas, they wanna kick it. Never live bragging to you. I'm never dying for bitches. Shit, I'm tripping if I do. Saying something wrong. Tell me if I do, baby. I don't want you all, yeah. Don't let me fall like what you tell me. But I know 10 niggas that was with you way before me. And I ain't tripping off that. Tryna get me on track. You know you gon' do you, and I'm gon' do me right back, yeah. We got this love into the summer.
Not the best frames with these volumetric clouds, guys. Sorry. Mickey. There we go, there we close off spoilers. Alright, let's start to let's get a sim brief and we'll get our flight back out. Back to Margarita, Isla de Margarita. Rutaca 211 con servicio a por la mar. Vamos full de pasajeros. We have let's a lot of repatriation passengers out of here. We have 112 passengers on board. A little bit of cargo. A lot of people shopped. Headed back to Venezuela. We have TTPP, SVMG, and we have our alternated SVB. Oh, no, SVMI. And we have direct Migir, Alpha 563 to Mike Tango Alpha. Get back onto the flight deck here and we'd start planning the return sector and let me just steady this thing here. And we are Rutaca 211 and let's connect into Flyjsim here. Our flight plan is in as well. But no flight. That's from the server. Oh, here we go. Okay, and we still have Piaco Center online, which is nice. And alrighty, and I don't think we need to open our doors. Unfortunately, we don't have any. We don't have any jetways in here. gonna use
Speedbird 17 Papa Alpha on a time 13. Welcome to BC Bird Antigua.
17 Papa Alpha just swing into Antigua there.
Straight into the gate today.
And let's see if we can get the new briefing for the return flight.
Speedbird 2157, report 10 DME keyboard.
And Rutaka 211. And let's get to the briefing. We have TTPP SVMG Rutaka 211. A bit more full on this flight today. We have 112 passengers, so pretty much a full complement of passengers on board. Although in real life, I think this aircraft carries more than 112 passengers. I think it's more like 130. They pack them in like sardines on Rutaka Airlines. Why wouldn't they, right? It's already a bit of a task as well. And 112 passengers, zero fuel weight is 42 tons. So I think we're gonna need 42 tons. Come on. Okay, 42 tons. Soon put some in front air from the back air. Come on. 42 tons. $41, that's good enough for me. And how much fuel do we have now? Didn't burn a lot of fuel coming in. 6.6, we need to add some more fuel here. 6.6 tons. 6.9, 6.544, that's good enough. 47, we have a max landing weight of 47 tons, and what's our current takeoff weight? 48.55, so 47.6, so that we're just about 1,000 kilos above our maximum landing weight. So we should burn 1,000. We definitely burn 1,000 kilos on this flight. So we'd definitely be below our landing weight for touchdown. So that shouldn't be an issue. You know, only thing left is to program the return sector. It's let's see, departing, arriving, and let's just do it. It's a very short route anyway. It's just one airway, one way point and one airway. It's to go to route, so TTPP to SVMG, so Victor Mike Golf. And departing runway 10, and it's going to be direct Megir intersection, direct Megir, and it's a Alpha 563, the Mike Tango Alpha. And that's pretty much it, really. The runway 10, all we need is direct Megir. That's all we want to know. It's going to be cruising at 24,000 feet. Flight plan, let's see what altitude it's going to be. What did it? Flight over 240. 2400. 24,000. Oh no. ATC has already locked our flight plan, so yeah. We're gonna cruise at level 240 for the return flight. And landing altitude, it's pretty much sea level. And we're gonna go 240. I don't know if we're gonna get an incremental climb here. It might as well just be worth our while to put in level 240. We just amend it, whether it's lower. the route today. QNH is 1011, 1011, 2985, 2985 set. We can do a turnaround pre-flight, so we don't need to do the full pre-flight checklist. And it's just going to go from below the line. Below the line pressurization panel, so we have level 240 landing altitude set. Flight directors go around. Parking brake is set. Fuel, we have enough, we checked it. And we have the pumps are off. And the ATIS and ATC clearance is not obtained yet. Takeoff data, we're going to do a flaps 5 for takeoff today. Flaps 5, so we have V1 134, 136, 141, climb out at 161, flaps up 190, 180, 190, actually no, and flaps flaps up clean speed, maneuvering speed is 210. And trim is setting. EPR, they want 215 for takeoff. I think 209 is more than enough. 210, 210 EPR, and yeah, that should be enough for us for takeoff today. And we can ask for push and start. It's a very short turnaround here at Port of Spain, and we'll get our doors closed, and this is a very quick turnaround, very quick.
Speedbird 2157, confirm you have the field in sight.
We have anti-collision light is on.
Roger, Speedbird 2157, cleared visual runway 07.
Okay, so runway heading is 105, and most probably gonna go direct mid-gear. Okay, and yeah, it's probably heading 240, 250 after takeoff. Go heading 240 after takeoff. More than likely it's 240, unless they give us otherwise. Just to lessen the workload, right? Just keep it wings level after takeoff, and then up above 2,200 feet. But I don't know, we don't. They let us know what it is for takeoff. We have a pre-flight checklist below the line. Flight directors, pressurization panel set. Flight directors go around. Parking brake set. Fuel is checked. ATIS and ATC clearance set. Takeoff data set. Speeds are bugged and set. Common navs. We are 123.7. We don't need to tune the Piaco VOR. Do we need to turn the Papa Oscar Sierra? No, we don't need to. Have to. We'll most likely get direct mid-gear. And transponder is standby, and flight instruments are checked. Crew briefing complete. Pre-flight checklist complete. And
Speedbird 2157, runway 07 cleared to land. Surface winds 100 degrees, 11 knots.
And anti-collision light is on. Seatbelt signs are on. No smoking signs are on. Before start checklist, doors closed and lock signs are on. And we'll ask for push and start. And Piaco Rutaka 211, we have QNH 1011 ready, push, stand at 02.
Rutaka 211, roger, pushback and startup is approved. Time 22. Copy QNH is 1011, runway 10, use call taxi.
Roger, cleared push and start, copy 1011, we'll call you for taxi Rutaka 211. And start pushback.
Ground copy, please show me where you want to go.
The push out of here is a pretty interesting one actually. quite a
Speedbird 8 November.
it's quite a long
uniform,
push
careful,
sequence
good
out of
evening.
here.
Proceed on course. Descend pilot's discretion down to 2,500 feet. QNH is 1015. Expect RNAV 07 arrival.
Ground to cockpit. Tower is driving up.
It's gonna be a long pushback, so we're gonna leave the packs on, APU bleed on, drive pack off, and before we complete the rest of the push and start, before start checklist.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
And it's gonna be a nice long pushback here.
Windshield strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
Speedbird 2157 on a time 25. Welcome to VC Bird Antigua. Vacate 07 when able. Taxi straight into the gate. Good day.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Quit blinding me with your taxi light.
Oh yeah, really?
Turn it off.
Speedbird 8 November uniform. Report 10 DNE. Correction. Report overhead. Make out.
There she goes. Oh no. X-Pilot. Doesn't take much to disconnect from X-Pilot. Anytime I do these external views, X-Pilot always gets considered, especially with the volumetric clouds. There we go. Quite a long push back out of here.
American 1021 back, yeah.
think we could. I think it's pretty safe to. Pretty safe to do engine start. Or should if you have these. Alright, so we're gonna turn left back off and take off before start checklist below the line. Fuel pumps are on and the packs are off. Anti-collision light is on. Engines are ready to start. We're starting one. Start at the ground. Start valve open. Vent 2 rising. Oh, we passed that one. We passed that. And start at the ground. Start valve open.
American 1021, Roger, just confirm you're planning for the ILS 10. Yes, sir, I'm currently heading to it, shock. American 1021, Roger, descend across shore 4100, QNH 1011, expect ILS 10. 1011, descend across shore 410, American 1030. 4100 squad shot, sorry about that, American 1030. Roger.
American Airlines flight in. American 1021, how far is he? We should still be off the ground before him though, maybe more than likely. American 1021, yeah.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set parking brake right here.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
And
recharges. I wonder if I believe that anything is possible.
oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, trucker, please behave, 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 behave. One, two, three.
Tow is disconnected and bypassing has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
RB4 taxi checklist. Generators are on. APU is off.
Authority 704, Roger, radar contact.
Pitot heat is on. Anti-air is not required. Hydraulic panel is set. Start switch is low ignition. Pressurization, we have packs on. We have flight. We have auto. And recall is checked. Flaps 5, green light set. Flight controls checked. Stab trim is set. Radar is on. Ground equipment is removed. Okay, and before taxi checklist complete. Capiaco, Rutaco 211 is ready for taxi.
Rotaka 211, Roger, just confirm intersection departure today.
A firm Alpha 1.
Roger, taxi Whiskey Alpha Alpha 1.
Whiskey Alpha Alpha 1 for Rutaco 211.
Rotaka 211, call for clearance, it's available.
Okay, ready to copy, Rutaco 211.
Rotaka 211, you're cleared to Margarita via Medgier, flight plan route, climb level 240, squawk 3260.
Okay, cleared to Megir, Alpha 552, cleared to Margarita, Megir Alpha 552, flight plan route, squawk 2, say that again?
Squawk is 3260.
3260.
Rotaka 211, clear clearance correct. He report at the holding point.
Roger, call you at holding point. Alright, ready to go. Come on. 747 is still there.
That's Speedbird, 8 November unit from Roger. Cleared for the RNR, runway 07, report final.
Okay, so today we're gonna depart right out of the intersection. So flag is right there. And route 211 intersection Alpha 1. Holding, ready to go.
Route 211, Roger, runway 10 clear takeoff. Surface winds 110 degrees, 1 knots.
Okay, clear for takeoff, copy the wind, route 211. Hey, before takeoff, checklist, strobe lights on, flaps 5 green light, trim is set, transponder is Tara, lights, camera, action, ready to go. Takeoff thrust set.
Knots. P1, rotate.
climb thrust. Rutaka 211, climbing 1,400.
Rutaka 211, roger, airborne time tree, radar contact.
Flaps 1. Flaps out. Keeping us on that runway heading. Let's bring our 50 knots. Flight director off. And Rutaka 211, runway heading, passing 6,400.
Rutaka 211, cleared on course.
Clear on course, Rutaka 211.
Speedbird 8 November uniform, roger, runway 07, cleared to land, surface wind 100 degrees, 11 knots. After the contract, this landing gear is up and off. So you're heading. Here. Flaps up, no lights. Start switches off, packs are on after the contract is complete. And we're on the runway heading for quite some time though.
We're gonna go 1013.
Seabird 8 November uniform on time 44. Welcome to the Seabird Antigua. Vacate runway 07 unable. Taxi straight into the gate. Good day.
Okay, so it's Snap and then to Margarita, and let's get the arrival charts into Margarita. And 290 knots, that's good enough for us, right? And let's see what we have the chart say. SVNG, we are SVNG. ILS 09er. We are Pobal. We'd be good. We're gonna go direct to the Margarita viewer from SNAP. And we're gonna enter for a downwind and a visual for runway 1 for runway 09. Have a cruising pro of 160. 165 actually, because we're heavier. And we're just gonna, nearing our cruising altitude, it's gonna be level 240 all the way, 24,000 feet.
Rutaka 211, you're departing my airspace to the west. Radar services terminated. Frequency change to advisory 122 decimal 8. Good day.
Okay, over to 122 decimal 8. Thank you for service. Bye bye. Rutaka 211.
Caribou Control, good afternoon. Caribbean Airlines 119, now we are requesting Dr. Seabird International. Caribbean 119, expect UTC clearance during taxi, advise ready for push and start. QNH 1012090 use. QNH 1012090 use. Expect taxi, expect clearance during taxi, and now we are ready for push and start.
Okay, we're at Megir and we're direct Snap. Okay, so we need to be a beam Margarita at 2,000 feet. So what do we do? What do we do? So out of level 240, so 240, do some calcs here. So it's 240 minus 20 divided by 10 divided by 3 plus 5, about 65 miles.
Okay,
66 miles, right? 66 miles from Margarita.
119, I did.
Margarita 1101. Let's tune into him. You can monitor Margarita. We have an ILS frequency of 1141.
119, push back and start
1141.
Roger, push and start cruise.
1101
Caribbean 119.
and 1101. And final approach course is 01093. We're gonna put that in. Okay, we're just about to hit flight level 240, and we just need to ease her back to cruise per. Since we get the 240. $111 miles to Margarita, so. And we're gonna fly into Margarita, and we're gonna use the SIDS, SVMG. We're gonna have SVMG SIDS. We're coming from SNAP on 124, so we want 304. 304. We're on course 304. Okay. So we're gonna from SNAP we're gonna track 304, radial 304 inbound to Margarita, and we're gonna, as soon as we get to SNAP, we're just gonna go and at 65 miles from Margarita, we're gonna start our descent to 2,200. We're at 96 miles, so we still have a good ways to go. Oh, we need to bring back our cruise first. Forgot about that. I forgot we are speeding. Oh, 160. Auto brake. We didn't even turn off auto brake. Auto brake medium. Auto brake minimal. So we're 47 to SNAP, and SNAP 44. So we just basically need to start descending about 21 miles from SNAP. Yeah, 21 miles from SNAP we start coming down. Actually, if we were to fly the approach, you know, as prescribed, we'd want to cross. So 8 miles, 3 to 24, 22 and 24 is 4,600 feet, about 5,000 feet over Margarita VOR. Fly the whole procedure. Which is what we should do. If not, we'll just break off for visual.
American 1021, 10 miles from short, cleared straight and out of approach 09, correction, cleared ILS 10. 10 from short, cleared ILS 1021. Caribbean 119, copy SC clearance. Caribbean 119, cleared to VC Bird via Bora, flight plan route.
And minimums on this approach would be
3103.
280 feet, we're gonna put 300 feet just for safety here. 300 feet. And ILS 1101.
Caribbean 119, clearance correct, report
1101, 1101. We don't have a final approach course, but we're gonna put 093 as soon as we have the runway inside. So as soon as we're probably about 4 miles from Margarita, we're going to turn downwind. And as soon as we're about 8 miles, we're going to start turning inbound. Just 7 miles to top of descent. I'm going to reset this to 2,200 feet. 2,200 feet. So we're gonna go a descent checklist. Descent checklist is pressurization, landing altitude is set, recall is checked, auto brake minimum set, landing data VREF and minimum VREF. We're gonna go VREF. We're gonna go VREF 135. Set our bugs. I'm just gonna go 138 on the VREF right there. 138 plus 15 is 158 and 5 is 163. 138 and 15 is 135, 140 and 15 is 145. Sorry, 155. The flaps 15 speed is 155. 158 and flaps 119 at 0 knots. Alright, time to go, time to descend now.
American 1021, runway 10 cleared to land, surface winds 110 degrees, 1 knot. 11012 clear land, 10 American 1021.
Forgot about that. So descent checklist complete, approach briefing complete. We have 425 over the ground. We're going to be a bit high on this one.
Speedbird 8 November uniform, expect ATC clearance during taxi, advise ready for pushback and startup. QNH is 1015, runway 078. Caribbean 119 rudder, runway 09 clear takeoff, surface winds 100 degrees, 16 knots.
5 miles. Okay, 2 miles to Snap. Direct Margarita. And I'm gonna go 1147. I'm gonna give it heading select. GPS nav off. 304 and 1147. Are we 1141? There we go, 1141, and we are perfect on the radial. Go via our lock right here. And we are 37 miles to go, 37 miles to go, we are high. See what the QNH is at Margarita. .116 knots clear, 1012.
Airborne time on the hour. Radar contact. Climb flight level 320 clear of course.
Okay, we're good right there. It's 110.1 and 093. ILS 110.1 and course 093.
American 1021, welcome to Port of Spain, Trinidad. You're on time with 02, taxi Alpha 3, Alpha Zulu to the gate. Good day.
And on time with 02, Alpha 3, Alpha Zulu to the gate. Good day, American 1021.
6. Oh, we need to slow down. There we go, cloudy. I'm gonna get there. We're below 10,000 feet. Cloud switch is continuous. Spoilers on. So we are at 6. We have 285, a ground speed of 28, 13, about 1300 feet per minute at least. Stay on profile. And we want heading, well, we're going to fly the full approach. We have 11 miles, 11 3 to 33, we'll fly the full approach. So, yes, that's it. It's 298. Why not, right? 298. Heading 298 after Margarita. So just about 2 miles away, we're just gonna give it heading 298. Across Margarita at 5,000 feet, 3 to 24. Yeah, so we won't be able to do anything visual at all. Just give it. I'm gonna go approach checklist. Approach checklist. Approach checklist. Altimeters is 1012 set. Exterior lights are on. Signs are on. Approach checklist complete. 5,000 feet. Let's bring it to 10 knots. That's so speed. Give it heading select. 2. Okay, and 298. Or 297. And 110.1. We're gonna keep tracking it on this side, right?
Seabird 8, November uniform, platform runway 07 via Alpha, backtracking to cruise, 100 reassurance.
110.1 and 093.
Seabird 8, November uniform, roger. You are clear to Crown Point via the flight plan route, climb at level 370 at departure.
Flaps 1.
Seabird 8, November uniform, ATC clearance is correct. Report fully ready for departure.
2,200 feet. Landing EPR is 1.4. You know, the speed brake armed. 6 miles from the VOR, 7 miles from the VOR. Seven miles from the VOR. 8 miles from the VOR. Flaps 5. .2 E per. Alright, field in sight. Get out. Flaps 15. Start switch is continuous. Speed brake is armed. Flaps 25. Flaps 30. Okay, landing apron, almost.
Caribbean 119, roger. Stop climb, flight level 280.
I'm getting a bit low there. I'm gonna get on the glide path now.
Flight slow.
We're getting back on it. Flap steady, green light, checklist complete. Stable.
400.
A bit low there.
300 minimums. Flight slow.
Welcome back to Margarita, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Bit of a hard landing. didn't flare very much. A bit afraid to flare. And strobe lights are off. APU is on. Light switches are off. I will do the rest on the straightaway here. And we can turn off pitot heats off. We can go this to ground. The APU is coming on. APU is coming online. There we are. Taxi lights are off. And yeah, that's the end of our double sector today, guys. And we're gonna do the replay. Let's see if we can do the replay out of Piarco as well. It'd be nice if we can get a takeoff replay. Let's see how far back our stream could go. We'll just go down to just up to the international gates right there. So after landing check is complete basically, and we're just gonna go not to this gate, but we're gonna go to the next one. We left from this gate, we're gonna go to this one. This is the actual gate that they use. Any one of these gates, any one of these 3 gates are the actual gates for international flights, 2 to 3 gates. Alrighty. And APU is online, and we can shut her down. And anti-collision light is off. Get window heats off as well. Alrighty, welcome back. Welcome back to Margarita, and let's see if we can do some replays here. need to get off Flyjsim, I guess. And it was a pleasure having you guys on board today. It was a pleasure being back in the streaming business. We've been away for too long. Been away from Facebook for too long. Not Facebook. I keep saying Facebook. Why do I keep saying Facebook? We're actually on YouTube. We're gonna do a Twitch stream tomorrow morning, possibly at about 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 or 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Haven't yet decided on a destination yet. Stay tuned to our Discord channel. Let's see if we not the most stable approach. We were quite a bit low. According to the puppies, we were fine. Possibly on the lower side of fine than right on the money. We did hit the runway. We did hit the deck pretty hard. There we go. No, we didn't flare much at all. We flared a bit late, right? That's a bit alright. That's alright. Bit of a firm landing, but it was a good landing. Not the greatest approach. The Vulcan and its jaggies, eh? Let's get another replay maybe from another angle. Get one from here. So folks, it was a pleasure having you on board today on Rutaka 211, Rutaka 210. It's been great. It's absolute pleasure seeing you, having you fly with us. And if you haven't already, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, or join our Discord for future streams. We'll be back on board again with you on Friday for the next stream. Thank you for flying with us, and it was a pleasure having you. All those who were in the chat today, and thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon, guys.